Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page about common sense. I try to keep it down to give you entertainment as it goes over 10 minutes is something very, very, very important. Not important to liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Is your ears clean? Yeah. Ears are clean, right? Yeah. Alright. Since these videos are not pertaining to the masses of asses of 80% of you, to be simple and short and sweet, if anything offends you, you're not supposed to watch my videos. You're under my power. You're under my spell. You want to join my cult of the Emerald Pale? See, that rhymed. That rhymed. You're under my power. You're under my spell. Do you want to join my Emerald Pale? That is something that is very hard to do because you haven't read the Emerald Pale tablets, the Emerald tablets. You don't have any esoteric knowledge, but it's okay. I'm here for entertainment purposes, okay? But I did say, after I made my video about the demon called Amon, we are going to talk about, okay, foreign women, principalities and powers of the Whoredom, the Whore of Babylon, which resides in America, of course, obviously, duh, okay? Are foreign women prone to whoredom? That is what this video is about. Because I do things behind the scenes, because I don't like to put everything out there, all my eggs in one basket, you know, fucking YouTube and shit. They censoring me for shit I didn't even break, okay? They just don't like my shit, because I know YouTube is watching my videos, or maybe it's some kind of troll somewhere who just didn't like what I said, want to push the report button, then they look at it, and I'm like, then they don't understand that I didn't break any concept. I didn't break none of their policies. It's just, that's what YouTube is about. That's why you have Rumble, MeWe. Okay, I'm on those different platforms. You don't put your eggs in one basket. Alright, let's get on with the video tape. So since I am the only guy so far on the internet who interviews women psychologically overseas and also have videos because me acting cringy and people who are trolls call me a pedo or an exploitator, sex exploitator, I don't do such a thing. I got my own porn. Sure, I got my own porn. But it's not for you guys. You got to pay for that shit. And I get permission. Okay, yeah, I get permission to fuck versions and record them. It's their permission, not mine. Okay, it's not my permission just to post something without their permission. That's not what I do. But anyway, since you guys don't know me, check out my credentials down below. First thing first. I make about 8 videos, you know, about a month. Okay, sometimes I got slow down, sometimes 4 a month. But that's my pacing. Okay, I'm on Twitch, but I don't always follow the schedule because when I game and stuff, I usually game more in the summertime. In the wintertime, I don't game at all. But I still got my schedule up there from Monday through Thursday when I do Twitch. So check it down and find it. Other than that, let's begin with the topic for today. So from my experience, anecdotally, first-hand experiences with women overseas, they're more likely to become a whore if you bring them back. So that's all I need to say about that in a nutshell. Why? The pathology is real clear and simple. Because when their eyes open up bigger, like my wife, when I lost my virginity, when I was 35, 38, I think it is, to my virgin wife, I assumed that logically no virgin would ever cheat. Okay, because she'll be so prone to having sex with me all of the time. But though that did happen in Ethiopia as I lived there, and I have recorded it, okay, I knew that by 70% that she would change before I even wanted to get married. My voices forced me to, so I had no choice, okay? You know, if the voices asked me to kill someone, I'd say I would not do that, and I would rather sacrifice myself if you're trying to tell me to do that. But instead, I have to be completely in the innocent of unknowingness if I killed someone innocently because of my ability, of my magical abilities. Okay, yeah, so I'm a very dangerous person if you have innocent people around you and you're talking and you're trying to cause me problems. That's all I'm trying to say. Just don't speak negative. Don't say nothing. If somebody says something negative about me, let them get the karma, okay? You know, they're not trying to ruin my life. I'm not responsible. But when you go overseas, and you're looking for virgin wives who are into polygyny, and you're trying to seek out the family members so you can know that you're not doing any sex exploitation. Because I always meet the families of every female I deal with, if I can. Most likely, I'm only interested for virginity and polygyny and their family, because I'll make videos and I got them on the YouTube, so I'm safe. You have to make sure the psychology of the family is down with what your standards are, and if they can understand you. Once you can begin that, you can actually talk to your woman, okay, who you went over there for, because you put all the effort into going over there, okay, mainly for her honesty, okay, and her virginity and her polygyny, agreeing with you, okay, standards, guys, standards. But when I went over there, I told my wife specifically this shit, okay. And I said, we're going to do polygyny. We're going to get this cracking. We're going to get this rolling, okay? But I had no plans on coming back. But, of course, my Holy Spirit told me if I come back here with her, you know, then things will be much better for me. And I didn't, well, I know she wore a mask, okay? You know, women are going to change when you bring them back here. And I have countless testimonials. You can find this out on the YouTube yourself, where females change. As a matter of fact, the most ruthless female that will change is a light-skinned female. It's always a light-skinned female. Okay, but I still don't trust none of them. I don't care. As far as white is on rice, I don't fuck with them. Okay, I like that. I don't trust. My trust issues goes out the window if you ever bring them back. It's all strictly business. This is why it's important to start your shit overseas, because she's not bound to be a whore, especially if her father's around in her house. So let's put statistics and numbers on this. You meet a female who has her father, the chances are up she's not going to be a whore because her father is there. All right? Now, if her father's not there, however, she is 50% more likely to be a whore. All right? Now, compare apples to oranges here. A woman who's born in Africa have a harder chance of finding a mate sexually, just sexually, than in a developed country. Okay? So let me repeat that again. It is actually easier. I'm sorry, I take it back. Easier to find a man in a poor country. But if her father is around, okay, she's going to have a hard time. She's not going to just sleep with any old random man, okay? This goes the same for a westernized country, like if you're living in America, but it's even harder, okay? In a poor country, because they don't have the resources to sleep around as a whore in a poor, underdeveloped country. So they're not going to just sleep around with any random male, okay? They're going to either use some other method of madness to please their sexual urges. In some countries, I just came from Gambia, they actually mutilate their females. They cut off the large labia, which of course is a sad thing. It is abuse. And even circumcise a man is a form of abuse as well, because they're taking off that skin, but they don't understand what that skin is for. Okay, they don't know. Scientists are stupid, okay? They really don't. Women prefer a man who is uncircumcised than circumcised. That's a fact, okay? You can do the research yourself on that. But the chances of a female becoming whore is great, okay, if you bring her back into America. Her eyes will light up, okay? And you got to tell her you're not here to be jumping from dick to dick because you're not being pleased in the bed, because if she's a virgin, she's going to be pleased. But for me, it's my mouth, okay? You know, I've been told many times, your mouth turns me off. I said, good, okay, because that's just who I was when you was talking to me for 5 years. Women use men more than men use women, okay? This is a new age time now. We're not talking about the times when the witch hunts was going on and women were burnt at the stake because they had a Bible in their hand. We're not talking about these times. Men are the victims these days. They're getting taken advantage of. You're getting rode up. You better join MGTOW. Men guarding their own wallet, not the other one. Men going their own way. Men has always been going their own way. So that's a contradiction in itself. But bonus content is coming up. Bonus content because I had got one of my videos removed because I was talking about incentives. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to go that far. Okay, so the bonus content now is why people don't go to work is because of stupid 19. And there is no incentive on getting any vaccines. Just testing this out. There's no incentive on getting any vaccines. There's no incentives on going back to work. Because if you have found a way to make money, you should do that. Your people should be taking care of you. If you're homeless, you get benefits, right, in America. But there is no actual incentives on taking any vaccines. There's no incentives on going back to work if you have already achieved your goal to making money in some sort of way to survive, okay? So if your job forces you to tell them, okay, what am I going to get, okay? What if I get a stupid 19 shot? Am I going to get compensated if I'm permanently disabled, okay, right? So other than that, I'm just saying it right here in that short little clip here. But there will always be people who report me, and then next thing you know, they have to watch the whole video, okay? So this is after 10 minutes. That's a bonus content, but I'm not going to post it. Whatever you put in the title, that's where their hint is at, okay? So I didn't put it in the title that there's incentives to work, but we're going to try and see. If they remove this video from here, I'll just post it on the Rumble. I'll post it on the MeWe, okay? All right? So you know how to find me down there. All right, so we already talked about why there's no incentives on taking a vaccine when you can go holistic. You know, you can go many multitudes of ways. You know, every time you hear something about a stupid 19 or a variant of it, they could easily isolate that. They can easily isolate that. The police and authorities can easily do that in America. You know, it's the oligarchies and the people who believe in capitalism. They make millions and billions off of that shit from scaring people to hell. We already talked about, you know, in Canada, that's a tyranny country, a tyrant now. The tyrant now controls Canada. He just simply said everybody's going to be forced to be getting a mandated vaccine. He said that, okay, or you're going to lose your jobs, okay, you're going to lose your jobs. And the truckers is out there, we already know, okay. America's already realizing we taking these masks off. We tired of that shit. Even if you get the shot, you got to still wear a mask, okay. No, it doesn't work that way. Use common sense. It's supposed to protect you. People still getting stupid 19, even if they got the stupid 19 shot. How about them apples? Whoopi Goldberg also has gotten COVID because she got the COVID shot. She's stupid because she don't understand that the COVID shots are COVID. You don't get that, okay? It's just stuck on stupidness and ignorance is bliss. But since we already talked about two subjects in this video, I'm going to say, I digress here, and also say foreign women have a high chance of becoming a whore just like American women once you bring them back. So they cannot be a whore out there, because I checked the pussies out there, and they're cleaner, and they don't have smells like American women or any type of colonized woman in any developed country, or even developing. So I lived in Ethiopia, and I checked out Addis Ababa, and I realized those women are just like American women. Okay. They're just like, they don't care. If you say you're American, they won't change. They won't change if you go to the capital of any country because they are developed in that area. They don't care. If they say they don't care you're American, you don't need to keep talking to them. They belong to the streets. They don't got no father. You shouldn't be going out there. If they don't have a father and they seem legit and they willing to give up some pussy to you, okay, because they say they're going to lie, try it, you know, just take a chance because you got to have a backup when you go out there. You can't go out to another country without a backup now. I know some very smart people. When I go out to a country, I try my best not to go out there by myself without somebody watching over me somewhere, you know. I've already made a video about going out to countries without some backup, okay? Because if they, you know, you about money, right? So ain't nobody going to touch you out there. Poor countries always talk shit on Americans. They always believe in that colorism shit, okay? They look at a black American and say, oh, he's one of those rugby. They'll give him a name, but they don't know nothing. We the strongest motherfuckers in the world, next to Congo, okay? Because we've been bred. Black Americans have been bred to be stronger than all of the niggas in the fucking Africa. That's a fact. But their cocks may be bigger over there because that's the natural origins of big cocks, okay? But second place is America. Okay, because that's why we only have 13% of the population in America who are black. Come on now. But we're going to talk about, I want to talk about something here. Yeah, we're going to talk about all these lives matter, okay? The order of lives that matter in the next video, okay? Because I want to talk about that. That's pretty interesting to talk about. And I want people to know why black lives should not matter as much. But it's a political plot, okay? It's a ploy, okay? It's a distraction, okay? But to each his own. I hope you learned something in this video. This video is 14 minutes long. Foreign women will turn in 70% more likely be a whore, just like American women. My ex-wife, she's wearing makeup. I said, you wear makeup, you look like a clown. You're looking ugly. She cut her hair because she's been abused so badly by me supporting her all those years while she was living in Ethiopia. You see how contradiction that women, do? They wear a mask, okay? You won't know that mask until later on. They'll get tired of you. And then I knew that was going to happen, but my voices told me, and look what I got, okay? You see, all of this because I listened to the Holy Spirit, okay? My voices. They're no angels or demons. But, of course, you've been told, okay? You've been taught. You know already that if you bring them back here, there's a 70 to 80% chance they will turn into a whore. And if they don't ever have a high sex drive, that energy better be completely on your cock. If it's not, then it's going somewhere else. She got a Facebook. She got a... You've been told. I gave my wife... I gave her everything she knows. I said, remember to use the phone for educational purposes. Stay off the Facebook. You can still be religious. See, that's the thing is, you give people an inch, but they'll take a mile. They'll take too much. And then they'll call me the bad guy. Okay, that's crazy, right? Now I'm getting child support and I got custody and shit. I got to take my daughters everywhere. Got homeschooling now because of the demon or the angel, you want to call it, okay? Other than that, that's all I really got to say. So, foreign women will most highly probability to change into a whore once she gets here. If you put her around the people, my ex-wife tried to cheat on me with my best friend. And she knows by fact that white people got smaller penises than black people. But she's thinking about money on the brain. So I said, okay, you could be a slave to the white man and make sure you pay me my money. Right? So that's not a hard concept to understand. She chose the path. And then on top of her, family members are getting killed off by my spirit. I don't know. I told her I'm magical. I didn't not say something. I tell every female I am magical. I am a holy man. Please respect it. If you're religious, go ahead and keep your religion. But whenever it comes to the topic of God, make sure I'm your God. Okay? Because once you say that God is helping you more than me, I stop. Okay? And I already made a video about spirituality, incompatibility, and shit, and being unequally yoked with foreign women, or any woman, as a matter of fact. Say they goddamn Christians and shit, but they want to believe in a spook in the sky rather than your own money. Who the fuck are these bitches? Get the fuck out of here. Believe in your God to help you. Okay? I don't care about that shit. Okay? But other than that, that's all I really got to say, guys. Foreign women are prone to high probability to transform it into a whore of Babylon if you bring them back. But if you keep them there, they're not going to whore around as much because they're too poor. There's no resources over there. They have no time. They got to get into education. Peace.